Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. It's late May 2024 and of course the F-4E has just come out in DCS, so we need to put it in a dogfight. The first one I thought we would do would be what we would call an ultimate Vietnam dogfight, which of course would be between the American F-4 Phantom and the VPAF flown Mig-21. So guys, it's going to be a very simple head-to-head. We'll start a few miles away from each other at mid-altitude and see what happens. Let's look at some details. The MiG-21s will be armed with two ATOL Bs, known as K-13. They entered service in 1966, so I guess it would be the most realistic thing for them. I've also allowed flares. I'm not sure if the VPAF aircraft had flares. I couldn't find that research, so I've just allowed them. And 50% fuel, giving a total weight of 17,000 pounds, and of course internal cannon. For the F4, it's the F-4E entering service 1967, so I figured if we set this match up for 1967, 1968. The date is very important because it depends on the tech levels that the aircraft can carry. So, F-4E. Guys, we've got Sidewinders, so I've gone for what, like with the MiG-21, I would consider a typical loadout that I would have read about. I mean, you can argue back at me, but I think it's about right. Of 4 Sidewinders and 2 Sparrows, the Sidewinders are the AIM-9 P3 variant. Now, technically, this is 1970s, but the way Sidewinder development worked, it wasn't always linear. And this is the closest to what I would consider that they would have actually had in the late 60s. The D, or more importantly, the E variant. So a non-all aspect late 1960s analog would be the P3. They also had beyond visual range missiles, of course, the mighty Sparrow, which far outranged anything that the MiGs would have had. But, of course, these couldn't really be used in beyond visual range format in the majority of the Vietnam War because, of course, the US ROE, Rules of Engagement, said that they had to get a visual ID before they shot at a hostile aircraft, forcing them almost always into close range. But we'll take them anyway. We'll have flares as well. Notes the weight of 41,000 pounds with, again, half fuel. Guys, we've already done something very similar. Back on January 2023, the F4, or the F-4C it was, versus the same MiG-21. But the F4 at the time, although very good, was a much lower fidelity aircraft. The F-4E we now have is much higher fidelity, much more realistic flight model weapons and whatnot. Just to remind you how this match went, the MiG-21 in straight out 1v1 turn fight, the MiG-21 pretty much ate the Phantom for breakfast. When we started doing team versus team, it seemed to reverse. The Phantom's better situational awareness and weapons started beating the MiG-21. So it depended if we were in 1v1 or group v group format. We haven't had a practice here, so we don't know what's going to happen today. But if you had to make predictions based on what you've seen here, any thoughts, guys?
I think it'll be pretty much like the previous one.
Yeah, I mean, if the C model was modelled accurately, then pretty much. The E is slightly better at turning than the C, but I don't think there's going to be much in it. In terms of absolute basics of physics, the Phantom is about twice as powerful as the MiG, but it's also more than twice the weight of the MiG. So there's not a huge amount in it kinematically. Welcome in, viewers. Today we have Simba, Pooh, Strider, Cap, Cannibal. Hello, boys.
Hello.
Hello, Cap. Hello.
For many of us, this is our first time using the F4 in close combat, and it's an awful lot more complex than I thought it was going to be. So it's going to be a bit of a mess. We'll just do our best. We'll start off with the classic. Myself, F4, Simba, an American. I've put him in a Russian plane. Simba will do our usual rules of consensual merge, then fight. We're at 16,000 feet, 400 knots. Any questions?
Let's get it on.
All right, this is going to be horrible. And unpause. Afterburner on. Master arm on. Gun on. B select, Sparrow select, cage mode, nozzle steering, lock him, lock him, lock him, lock him.
12 o'clock, 3 miles.
Lock him! Failed to lock, and Simba merge. And he's so small I've already friggin' lost visual. God damn it, there he is. Right, Sidewinders, going to Sidewinders, because he's going to get close. Come on, pull the G. Where are my slats? We have terrible rear aspect missiles for 1960s viewers. It's going to be very hard to get a missile track. But I'm going to try. Come on, come on, come on. Switching to guns. Radar gun. Radar lock. Come on!
8 o'clock now.
Let's track again. Bootloader rudder. Peter. I'm doing alright. First go. I'm doing alright, guys. I'm standing up against Simba. I'll take that.
12 o'clock now.
He's just as hamstrung as me. He's got terrible 1960s missiles as well. Right, going into the vertical.
6 o'clock. 6 o'clock now.
He's going to get my 6 here. I did an error. Or is he going to crash? He's going to crash. He's using everything of that plane to try and get me. I've got loads of distance. I might be able to rock over and get a Sparrow on him. Select your Sparrow. Rudder over. Ah, I lost contact. Going into radar search. Alright.
1 o'clock.
I've actually lost contact, so I'm just going to try and find you on the radar. There he is.
He's at our 10 o'clock.
Oh, I gave him 6 away. What a friggin' giant noob. Shit.
Okay, he's 5 o'clock now. 5 o'clock now.
Right. Look for a missile.
He's trailing us.
Alright. That didn't work, viewers. This is harder to fly than I thought it was going to
Right
be.
behind us. He's right behind us, man.
Do some of that Maverick S. Right. Take him into the
He's on
canyons.
6. Let's get rid of him.
Flares. Right, I'm going to fool him.
He's on 6, man.
He's struggling with that airframe.
Watch it. 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock.
Let's try and get 9G. Yeah, come on, come on. Can't do this. You can't do this.
He's at our 5 o'clock.
Switcheroo! Switcheroo! Make him use those little wings.
5 o'clock now. 5 o'clock.
Ah, God! Force the overshoot. Sidewinder.
He's at our 4 o'clock.
Damn you. No, it didn't work.
He's at our 5 o'clock.
Here's all over my bot, and there is not a great deal I can do now. I'm going to try a climb. Bang! I'm out. Yeah. A thorough thrashing, guys. A thorough thrashing. I had an opportunity, but I'm just so crap in F-4 at the moment, I just couldn't take it. I've decided that I want revenge, so I've put Simba in the sled viewers, and I'm going in the nimble Mig-21, and let's go. Wrong buttons. Alright, let's do it. Absolute Rwenge mode coming in. Just gotta test my gun. Yep. Alright, big sled. Let's see what you got. Well, at least I'm not gonna lose you, he says as he loses him. Visuale. He's gone high. I've got to worry about him using a Sparrow on me, so I've got to keep close, viewers. I've got to keep within a mile, because if he fires a Sparrow, there's not a great deal I can do. Alright, oh, I can easily outturn it. Can't get a lock, viewers, because it's head on, obviously. I'm going to make him work. Oh, he's G'd out. Have you G'd out? He's G'd out.
Nope.
Well, Sim could see what it feels like to be in the sled. That was I'm easily going to get on 6 here. This feels twice as nimble, honestly. Not that I don't love Phantom, because obviously I do, but can't get a tone. Heading in for a shot. With the gun. One big out. In his wake turbulence. Oh guys, today is not going to go well for F4. I want it to. Did I hit? Nothing he can do, really. He was just absolutely... This thing was like a bullet all around it. Poosh versus Strider, go! Well, it's just a matter of trying different things to see what works at this point, viewers. It's obviously very early days for us. So far, we're finding exactly what we found with the when we tried it last time. The MiG is just so nimble; it's just constantly turning inside of you. Horrible. Oh wow! Look at that!
Whoops.
All in or nothing. Yeah, whoops indeed. I don't even know how you managed that. Guns, guns, guns. The only way Poosh has got to escape this viewers is to put his afterburners on, go low and go straight, and he will eventually outrun the MiG, but generally speaking, we just don't allow it in Grim Reaper's battles because it will mean the video will last forever, or the fight will last forever, which is going to hamstring the F4, but you can do it a bit, Poosh, you can get some distance, just don't go like 30 miles is all.
Yeah.
If he was a real F4 pilot, obviously he would go 30 miles. He'll get a chop out there at this point, probably.
Call for one of my buddies to come.
Call for one of your buddies, yeah. Poosh, you brought the angle back. Well done. I tried a brake check on Simba. Nearly worked.
I feel like Strider's gonna kill himself just trying to fly the MiG.
Works for me.
A wobbly.
This is one of those strange circumstances where it may actually be easier to fly the MiG than the F4. I don't think I've ever said that before.
Well, the
Turn it.
F4 is easy to fly. It's just not
stable.
a dogfighter. It's just-
Yeah.
You're trying to turn a brick.
I was thinking about it, the wing, I haven't looked at the figures, but it's more than twice the weight. And I personally don't think the wings are more than twice as big. Well, Poosh has managed to get some distance. I don't know how he's done it. I think just staying really high energy.
You just unload and go to burner.
Right, okay. So you've got to make that decision now. When's the time to turn around?
Yeah.
Oh, Strider's lost visual. The visibility in that MiG is terrible. Right, Poosh has managed to survive that. Now, can he get... He's got the better weapons. He's got a radar that he can use the ACM mode and Sparrows, but it's really hard to use. Can he get it to work for him? So at the moment it's using his radar probably on foresight mode, trying to put this MiG in it, looking for him. No, didn't find him.
Had him for a second.
Roger. I put half fuel in both jets just so that it doesn't go on forever. Eventually someone will run out of fuel. It's a shame. I was really hoping to see that F4 get locking him with his radar. I tried to do it against Simba, but I failed as well, obviously. Alright, Poosh has got a few miles distance. Can he whip that nose round and get a radar lock in time? The MiG's very hard to see against the forest. I like Poosh's big high energy attack, but he just can't quite make it work for him. Can't quite whip his nose around quick enough to do something with it.
And out of gas.
Oh, is he out of gas? Alright, that's a mission kill. F4 loses, sorry, but it's what it is. Go on, have your shot, Willie. Plenty of lead. Battle 4. Simba's going to try something else in the F4. Cannonball in the aggressor. Go! I think the visibility is probably better in the F4.
It's definitely better than the F4.
Right, Simba's gone absolutely balls to the wall. Full force turn. Well done for outturning that MiG. Now, can he get a weapon on him? Oh, he's got a weapon on him. Oh, it was slightly out of parameters, I think. Well used. Ray actually got the radar working. Well turned. Can he get a weapon employment? Just not quite enough room. I'm just thinking as I'm going, viewers, and I think the key is just getting just enough distance to get that foresight lock with the Sparrow. That's not easy with that guy turning inside you all the time. Simba concentrating on staying fast in the F4 as fast as he can. Well held up so far. Mig's an absolute beast. He's got an angle, he's got no weapons though. The Sparrow won't work from there. The Sidewinders won't work from that angle. It's going to guns. M61 cannon. It does have a radar aiming for the gun, but it's kind of, I don't know. I find it very hard to use. Gets the speed back again in a low yo-yo. Amazing turning in the F4. Just asked a bit too much of it. But this is the first time when the MiG hasn't basically ruled. 9G, Simba pinned 9G there for a bit. Head on. No one's missiles will work here. Can anyone get a snap gun? No. Again, I think the F4 is actually manoeuvring better than the MiG here. Yes! No, no lock.
Nope.
Yeah, rear aspect sidewinders are very hard to get a lock from this era. I would say advantage F4. Oh, is that an opportunity? Maybe the angle's too big. Simba's gone for a snap, but he's lost a lot of speed. Can he make this work for him?
Oop, compressor stalls.
Uh-oh. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah!
Out of gas.
Out of gas! We're going to wait for it to come off the burners. Simba, come off the burners.
Yep, I mean, 1,000 pounds.
By the rules we set, that is a Phantom win, viewers. They got the same amount of fuel, fortunately. All right, well done. I mean, I'd say Phantom was the aggressor for the whole time, pretty much. So I'm happy to call that one a win, guys. I just think he was doing a mini version of what Push did. He went in for the merge, then he extended to get up to 500 knots, did 9G to get a bit of distance, and then got round because it seems to turn well at high speed, and then he was trying to get, you know, a weapon solution, but just couldn't quite get a weapon solution.
The other thing it does is really accelerates really well if you get it in a 0G situation.
Yeah, especially nose down like Simba was doing there. Right, guys, Mig-21 me.
And I forced the flats out.
Roger. And Strider's going to have a go in the F4 3, 2, 1 now. Right. Although I desperately want F4 to win, I'm going to give it no leeway. Of course, pilot training is probably the most important thing here, and we're all experienced in the MiG, and none of us have any experience in the F4, so obviously that's a massive contributing factor. I'm underneath you, by the way, merging 3, 2, 1 now. Strider's gone vertical. Oh, he's giving his tail away. Come on, let's get round there. Alright. Let's get this thing on the road. Right, I don't want to let him get a Sparrow on me, so what I'm going to do is close that distance as quickly as I can, even if it means giving up a bit of... I know he can't use a Sidewinder or a Sparrow at this range. I'm just going to jink. That's got pretty bad energy there. Right. Crap, I lost visual. Shouldn't have done that. Alright. I may be able to drop on my perch onto him, which I can. Ladies and gentlemen, the friggin' Mig-21. Oh.
Looked like you fired a rocket pod at you.
No.
Watch that
Oh,
Phantom
the
struggle.
Sidewinders.
Yeah.
My head was in a different plane.
Yeah, I know, it's hard. I just walked right into my trap, viewers. I had to do hardly any work for this one, so I'm quite happy with this. Just good positioning. Right, him come for the kill. Hi, Strider. He's lost all his energy, he's lost everything. Boom. I'll take that. Yep, just an easy kill there, but well tried anyway. I'm aware it's not an easy thing to do. Right, Poosh in F4, Simba, Mig, go. Oh, Jesus Christ. They hit each other. Right, go Poosh, go Poosh, go Poosh. short work of that. Alright viewers, what we've done there is we've mixed skill level around to try and make it as, you know, roughly as even on blue and red, and it was very much a one-way. That was 5 wins to Mig and 1 win to F4. Before we draw any conclusions, guys, let's go and try some team battles. Right, myself and Simba versus the boys. Boys, are you ready? I'm going to just go wet Simba, by the way. I just need as much energy as I can. Right, on. Starting with sparrows. Oh, I got a lock as well.
Merged.
6 o'clock now. And
Viewers,
another
watch
at
this.
6 o'clock.
Oh god, I can't tell which is which. Where have you gone, Simba, just so I don't shoot you?
We butterflied.
Roger. Okay, I've got a Mig. I'm going to try a sparrow shot. They're both gone for you, by the way. Right, viewers, I've got an opportunity finally in the F4. Right, so I'm cage check. I'm nozzle steering check. I'm scanning for target. Probably not going to work very well against the terrain, but I'm going to try. Come on, let me have him. 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 Lock him! You bitch! He's against the terrain. I can't lock him. Extra frustrating. Going sidewinders. Going guns. Radar guns. Finally got a radar lock.
Nails on the nose. Come on, show me some of that pilot shit.
Right, I'm firmly on 1-6. Low down.
9 o'clock high now. 9 o'clock high. And another at 12 o'clock.
I'll get a tone. Guns. Radar guns. No, you don't, sir.
And another one
No, you don't.
11 o'clock high.
Hi, yo. Ah, god damn it.
You're ready for a shot.
It's just too risky, that thing. You in play, Simba?
We got our 8 o'clock.
Yes.
Alright, I'm keeping one busy. Flying like I shouldn't be flying, though. He's going to win this. I've got to go. Bollocks. Now I get a radar lock. Uh-oh. Missed. Ha 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 ha. F4 outrunneth all. Right, viewers, I've got to do what an F4 needs to do to survive. Right, I'm going to set myself up for a sparrow shot. Check. Alright, radar set. And heave, you giant lug. 600 knots. Alright. Visual Mig, turning him for sparrow shot. The problem I think I'm doing is I'm highlighting him against the ground viewers so the radar's not locking. That's the thing I've learned today. Simba's shooting Simba. I'm going to try and sort that out.
Right behind us.
It's all got tangled up in a big mess now. Alright, Simba, I'm coming to help you out with your guy. Got 2 on you now.
Steve.
I'm 50 degrees out.
Yep.
20 degrees. Foresight, trying to get tone. Alright, please give me tone, you awful missile. Oh god, I can't. Come on, give me tone. I will give you gold if you give me tone.
Got an overshoot.
Splash one. Right, keep him busy, Simba, I'm coming. Man, this is more like it. As soon as we start teamwork, F4 suddenly becomes amazing. Isn't that weird? Right, I do not have you, Simba, FYI. I'm
Yep,
just
we
looking.
flow over the trees. Headed south.
Roger, are you tracing?
Nope. I'm struggling to stay aloft.
Roger.
I cast it all in for an overshoot. That's me out.
Ah, alright, 1v1. You know what? We're doing a lot better than we were.
Simba, you had a compressor stall, only one of your engines was going.
Yeah.
Mr. Mig, right, let me get a chance to get my radar. Sparrow, reset, southbound. Alright, little Mig, so I've got to highlight him against the sky by the feel of it. Guys, I don't actually know where the fuel gauge is on this is yet.
Right side.
There it is. Oh, there's a problem. No, it's not. It's alright, fine. Alright, looking for Mig. Oh, Mig. Oh, Mig. Got a radar track, but it wouldn't let me shoot for some reason.
We've got a fish bed, 11
Are you in the
o'clock.
right missile
2
mode?
miles.
I think so, yeah. Don't know. Yeah, I got the shoot signal and then the button wouldn't bloody leave the route. Never
11
mind.
o'clock now.
Merged.
Yep, I figured that would be. I never actually saw him. I only saw him on my radar.
Okay, he's 5 o'clock now. 5 o'clock now. Watch it. 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock now.
Come on, got to get a win for this aeroplane.
9 o'clock. 9 o'clock now.
How can he be on the 9? Determined to get this friggin' sparrow shot. It's the last thing I do.
You know those scrubber fish that clean all the algae off your fish tank? That's what Strider looks like flying around.
Yeah. Have you lost me, Strider?
Yeah.
100% a Strider problem. Right, you piece of shit radar, work. I've lost you. God damn it. Alright, GCI's guide us towards each other, or we'll never end
In the
this.
valley in front of you, Cat. Just go nose down. Off your nose. Down in that valley. Moving left to right. Passing over the creek.
Strider, he's above and behind you.
He's headed towards the... No, he's turning right away from the brown spots. He's coming
I
up
see
to
him.
you. Off your nose. 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock. 3 o'clock.
He's at our 2 o'clock. 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock now. He's at our 4 o'clock.
You shall not pass.
He's at our 2 o'clock.
He's all out of speed.
He's at our 7 o'clock.
He's all out of speed.
Feels out.
Your fuel's out?
Yep.
Well, my fuel's out. Let's see who the last one to crash is. Come on, we can get a win for... Oh my god, I've lost all control. No, I've lost the hydro pump and I can't control it. Bastard, he's going to win. Sorry, F4.
Get so close to here. Get back.
Bollocks.
Gets not.
Son of a bitch. Man, this is
No,
a
he
hard
ran
fight.
out of gas.
We both ran out of gas. Strider, Poosh versus Simba, Cannonball, Punch It.
Alright, I got the one that went high.
Okay, I'm on the low one.
Oh no!
Simba?
I was inverted too long.
Yes. Well, do what you can to get everything, to get it back online. There's a button on the left console, but you've got some altitude to get it going again. Yes, good dodge, F4. Right, potentially.
Strider, do you see him? Strider, do you see him?
Oh yes, I got one above a cloud.
Good evasion, Phantom.
Never mind, I got the one behind it. Jester actually told me where he is.
Are you dead, Simba?
Nope.
Jeez, missile just came in.
Yep, that'd be for me.
Missed. Simba got his engine starting again. And it's 2v2.
They're both on me.
Oh, Strider is an absolute mincemeat. Nothing he can do now. Boys are going to tear into pieces.
Barely pitch up for some reason.
Just too slow. Yeah.
Rider's down.
That's only a matter of time.
All right, it's high 6 on us. It's crossing over. It's taking your 6. Come on, don't do it again.
Oh, he's fast. Ran past me in a hurry. He's going vertical.
Yep. Still got visual?
Still at visual. He's low over the hills.
Copy. I'm dropping
Headed downhill.
I'm high on a 6. Headed downhill.
Yeah, he's smoking, so it's easy to see.
Means he's probably low on fuel because all he's doing is running. He's not actually fighting.
Maybe he's low on testicles.
Easy.
I'm in a scissor with him.
Is that you shooting?
Pushes out. Pushes out, guys. Feel free to finish him off as we chat. Alright, viewers, we did our absolute best. A massive caveat, obviously, we're experienced in the MiG. We have very little experience in the F4, and it turns out the F4 is going to be quite hard to use as well. Oof. From my point of view, kinematically, Mig-21 does seem to turn so much better most of the time, especially at lower speeds. The F4's playing card seemed to be its acceleration. It could definitely out-accelerate the MiGs, although we couldn't really use that to much advantage. So the F4 does have the ability to get away, turn around and come in for a shot, but personally, I just wasn't good enough at getting the radar to work and getting the sparrows off, so I could never capitalize on it. In fact, you guys are all the same, because none of you guys managed it either. So that has the possibility of winning when we get better with it. Otherwise, in a straight-up turn fight, it just seems to be the MiGs in every way. You guys' thoughts?
Well, I mean, that fits with the Air Force's learnings in Vietnam, was they did not want the F-4 to tangle in a low-speed dogfight with the MiGs.
I think one problem I had is to find the MiGs with the F4. I went above them, but then my radar just never seemed to lock onto them properly when I had them highlighted against the ground. Or
Well, you don't have Doppler radar, so it's unless you have a sniper level jester, you're not going to be able to pick anything up against the ground clutter. So you have to be below them for the radar to work, or have a human in the back that knows what they're doing with the radar.
this is going to take a lot of hard work getting good in this, isn't it, guys? All
I've
right.
heard, I haven't had a chance to study it, but there's a mode where you can fire the AIM-9 essentially with a pre-selected aspect, and even into the ground, it can pick up targets if you have the correct. The problem is it's that workload. You've got to balance all of that at the same time, and you can get a downward firing sidewind or sparrow shot.
Is that something the Wizzo needs to get involved with?
I think so. I think it involves backseater controls as well.
Yeah, I
don't
think there's
you can
some
make Jester do it.
There's an aspect switch in the back seat that you can use, but it's not bound. You can't use it in SimPit. So
I was personally struggling with the F4 workload. In the MiG-21, there was, what, two buttons you've got, maybe three. In the F4, you're slamming about the cockpit all the time, just trying to...
I think with a little more time getting to know the F4, I wouldn't say the F4 is ever going to be like have a advantage per se as like just a pure dogfight, but I think just time in it, knowing how to get the most out of the airplane.
There's a story in I think it was the Yom Kippur War where 20 some odd MiGs jumped a base in the Sinai, and there were only 2 F-4s to defend it, and they ended up shooting down a whole bunch of the guys, and no losses for the Israelis. So a lot of it's skill level. Certainly.
Yeah. All right. We'll come back in 6 months when we've actually learned it properly. And I think rather than it, be like Simba said, being a great dogfighter, probably we would have learned how to use its advantages, its strengths by then, which is obviously what we need to do. All right. I hope you enjoyed that, and bye-bye.